All right, YouTube is up. I go bring water. They come. Be right back. So all right, let's go, boy. TikTok, man. TikTok, they do updates every day. Every day, TikTok, they update. Every day, TikTok, they update. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Now, it throw me off with this one updates, man. Give me curve ball every time. Like, give me curve ball. Like, literally, I did a show 2 days ago, and TikTok is already giving me a new UI. This is crazy, man. TikTok, what we go do for now? We go fry egg for now. Sure. We go fry egg for now. TikTok. What is going on, man? What is going on, man? Anyway, we don't show. We don't show. I think we're live everywhere now, so we should be all set. We're live all over the place now, so we should be all set. Apologize for that technical difficulty where we just experienced. I'm back. Let's talk about Biafra. Biafra. Now wow. Wala de Igbo land. Wala de. Biafra. Biafra. Come and join. Igbo. Biafra. Afaruku. Hell, Igbo. Who dig this pit for us? Oh, Igbo. Igbo, what's going on? Igbo, who dig pit for us? Oh, we need to catch that person and piayo tale. Go. Who dig this pit for us? Biafra. Problem. I see you requesting my friend, my brother. We can't bring you just yet. I have a show. But I appreciate you requesting though. I just have the show I go run the show a little bit before I bring you up. But I appreciate you for requesting. Igbo be Igbo, Biafra, come and join. Ha! Who dig this pit for us? Biafra, come and join. Yeah, you go better. Hey man, we're gonna have a good show today, so please feel free to like and share and get more people here to join the show. It's gonna be a good show, man. Come on now. It's gonna be a good show today. Like we always do, right? Like we always do. For the people who are here, I appreciate you guys. Let's tap. Tap, boys. I don't join tap, boys. Let's tap, man. Let's tap and get more people here to join the show. Tapping is free, you know, just tap and small. You know, no, you won't need to pain or break your finger. You have to go just small. You know, just tap and small and get more people here to join the show. So TikTok to go know so what they do something here. You know, say I call the beans, I call my nation. You have to go, so let us call out the beans so that the moi will be ready. You have to go. But anyway, let us keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. I hope everybody they drink water because water is very essential, you know, for our well-being. You know, they say we are how many percent water? Without 60%, I mean how many percent? So you need to keep giving the body water. You have to go. Anyway, I thank everybody for being here. It's going to be a good show today. And my central argument on this pretty much is just, you know, about Biafra, how it was created, why it was created, all that good stuff, and what it has evolved. You know, we've talked about this thing on this topic on numerous occasions, right? I don't know if today is going to be any different because I just look at what is going on in Alibo and I'm like, yo, we can't let Alibo, we can't let you know, the not very rigorous people, the people that are not, for lack of better words, right? The people that are not very rigorous, you have to go, we can't let those people to be in the forefront, you know, championing the Igbo cause, championing what it means to be Igbo. We can't let it happen. And if you say you be intellectual, then go call you intellectual. No, you still have to do what makes you an intellectual Igbo person, a smart Igbo person. You still have to do that. You still have to speak up. You can't keep short because keeping short, see where to keep shorting. I be keeping short. Don't do us. Look at where we are. Look at where we are. We they here now say for and I don't know, I can say it's ESN, I can say it's IPOB, but it all goes down to the IPOB menace. What would they deal with for Southeast, right? Joey Zaza's dad allegedly has been, you know, baby napped recently for Alibo. The person who at least bringing business come Alibo. No safety, no security. How can we continue like this? This is becoming an existential threat. It's becoming an existential threat. Nobody they go Alibo. The northern people, regardless of Boko, where Boko did there, the northern elite still there for North. Regardless of how Boko they worry for there, the northern elite still there for North. They're not in Lagos. Maybe they are children, but the core northern elite, then they for North. All our elite don't run from Igbo land. And the crazy part is everybody this is just, the complicity is just ridiculous. Like everybody just keep mute. They more Biafra. Yeah, we're gonna wait. Yo, it's not working, man. It's not working. We need to re-strategize before this thing go chop us finish. We need to re-strategize before this thing go chop us finish. But that people go say, now from clap, 9 dance they start. This dance, it be like the dance don't already start for Igbo land. The dance don't start. We can't let another charlatan come up. It breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart. This non-entity, Simon Ekpa, had a court hearing the other day. Look at Igbo people. Igbo people are smart. Look at Igbo people cheering this guy on, man. It breaks my heart, man. It broke my heart, man. I say breaks because he continued to break and they go. I say breaks. If I say broke, now you say don't broke and leave them there, right? It breaks it. The things still they break, they go. Simon Ekpa was brought for a court hearing. Our people there, they cheer this guy on. This guy that it's on record. This guy calling for the buying of Igbo people. Woto. Igbo people still they cheer this guy on. Waiting they happen. Oh man, I ain't planned to start off this show like this, but hey, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, but because listen, man, listen, this has to be said, man. This has to be said, man. Igbo Agola, Igbo don't finish. Igbo, I wouldn't say, let me not give up, because I'm an optimist, right? I don't want to give up, say Igbo Agola, but I would say we're getting there, man. We don't reach. You know that light at the end of the tunnel. We don't reach the end. We don't reach that end. This is an existential threat on Igbo people. Biafra is an existential threat. Biafra is an existential threat on Igbo people, on Igbo land, Igbo people. Igbo as we know it now, Biafra go be the death of Igbo. If we don't make a U-turn, like, you know that type of U-turn where if you do yourself, your head feels knock for that kind of break where you go break, your head feel knock for the dashboard. That's the kind of break we need to break. Very hard break. And then turn around, man. If we don't do it, man, hey, 60 years, look at where we are. 60 years. We're still talking about Biafra. Archaic thinking. This thinking, they're very backward. Biafra, we're almost by us finished. We're still talking about that same thing. How is that, though? I'm sorry, man. I'm yelling. I don't plan to start this show like this. I'm sorry. I don't plan to start this show like this. This was going to be a chill show. Kachi, calm down. Drink water. Kachi, drink water. Maybe you're thirsty. Drink water. Kachi is thirsty. Kachi needs to drink some water. Kachi is thirsty. Kachi has drank some water. We're going to start afresh. Right? We're going to start afresh. Listen. Biafra, the monster that we've created, right? And Ali Igbo is becoming the victim. Ali Igbo is becoming the victim. There's nothing anybody can tell me. And I apologize for the initial outburst. If you're an Igbo person and you see these things happening and you're not enraged, you don't get this same rage. I don't know, man. I was on a show the other day. You know, to talk, I saw a lady. Turns out she's not even Igbo. I don't know, maybe she's, you know, from her voice, she'd be like she no be Igbo person, right? But this woman, they champion Igbo. They champion Biafra. They play records of things, you know, grandizing Nnamdi Kanu. And I entered the live. I'm like, if you say you are pro-Igbo, how are you, you know, projecting this guy? How are you supporting this guy? This guy we want put us to extinct. How is it that you're supporting this guy? That you're promoting this guy? This lady couldn't hold an argument. Let me even say she's Igbo. She couldn't hold an argument with me. And I didn't even give her the strong because she couldn't even go past the soft ones. Right? She couldn't go past the, okay, ESN is responsible for all these things where they happen. She couldn't go past that argument. And then she brought another charlatan. You guys would know this charlatan. Inge Biabia, whether not here, be here, Inge that Biabia, is whether Dave or some shit like that. I forget his name now. You go know this guy. I forget his name now. This charlatan go talk up. They go up. They talk unnecessary things when don't concern anything.
How will you call Nnamdi Kanu a bad person when the Nigerian government is doing this? The Nigerian government, yo, this charlatan go continue to talk like literally saying, Dele Giwa, Dele Giwa. How Dele Giwa, I be Dele Giwa, how Dele Giwa take concern waiting with the talk? Yo, man. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I was sad. Because these are the people that we've left Ali Igbo. We don't leave Igbo. We don't leave Igbo to these people. Once they talk about Biafra, now them be the original Igbo people. And we don't leave them to them. It is sad. It is sad. And my argument today is simple. Biafra was created, right? Ojukwu, because he believed that there were buying of Igbo people in the north. That's why, and if you're a rational person, in that moment, it's not now that me looking back now, I can have any other argument that I want to have, right? Me looking back now, or looking into that time, I can say, okay, maybe we shouldn't have gone into that war. But for the most part, most Igbo people agreed for Biafra. Because of the things that happen in that time, right? Massacre, instability, all that good stuff, right? So, Igbo people believed Nigeria was no longer safe for them, right? That was an argument then. And that argument, regardless of how you feel about it, it hold water for them at that time. Now, me and you looking now back, we can say, okay, maybe it wasn't the best route, maybe this, maybe that. But listen, 60 years later, almost 60 years later, we need to ask ourselves uncomfortable questions. This thing, this Biafra, where they create to protect the Igbo, is it becoming something that is almost wanting to buy all of us? We need to be honest and ask ourselves, this thing where Ojukwu creates, saying one use and save us, is it almost buying all of us now? And I think the answer is yes. So I think the answer is yes. Because Ali Igbo, if we don't do something and do a major turnaround, hey, man, hey, I don't know what the next 60 years will look like for Ali Igbo. I don't know if we continue going like this. Biafra, I think it is a monster that we've created. It is. I think so. And you know, something can begin with legitimate grievances. Absolutely. But it can also evolve differently. Completely differently. The grievances where they talk for as Igbo people for Nigeria, they are valid. Whatever grievances, they are valid. But we have to also note, and this is very important, that whatever grievances we do have as Igbo people in Nigeria, not be only us get those grievances. Katsina State, where be the last president, the North, let's even say the North as a whole, military regime until democracy, they've had a few head of states and presidents, right? But how far north? How is that north? They still have their own grievances till this day. Right? We do have our grievances as Igbo people. But we have to look at results. We have to look at outcomes. Outcomes. What are the outcomes of this our struggle? This our Biafra. What are the outcomes? What are the outcomes? What has this strategy actually produced? What thing it don't produce for us, Igbo people? What thing Biafra don't give us as in the Igbo? Forget the emotion, you know, forget the slogans. Forget what in Nigeria don't do also. Forget slogans, what do they talk about, right? We need to measure this, come together and measure Biafra. The results, we need to measure it objectively. Results. Have we gotten this Biafra? No. Has Ali Igbo become safer? No. Has it attracted more investments? No. Has more jobs been created? No. Has it strengthened manufacturing? No. Has it increased our political influence? No. Has it made Igbo people more comfortable returning home? No. Are our children safer? No. Our universities, are they now more, improved? No. Infrastructure, no. Has it increased the economic power? No. So why are we still going on this trajectory, right? After decades, almost 6 decades of this agitation, what exactly can we point to? What in Ojukwu do for us where we fit tangible something where we feel whole hand? What in Nnamdi Kanu do for us where tangible something where we feel whole hand? Waiting, what is that, right? What can we say about this strategy, right? This Biafran strategy. What do we talk about them? Every strategy, now results we suppose use the measure am. No be by how long we've agitated. How long you've agitated should not be something to brag about. It should be the outcomes. It should be the outcomes. And if there are no progressive outcomes, instead it's retrogressing. I mean, why shouldn't we change strategy? Why should it be like a strange thing to say, let us change the strategy? And I've been saying this for a while now. This price of agitation, who is paying the price? Na Igbo people. If somebody declares sit at home in the southeast, Abuja is not shutting down. Lagos is not shutting down. Kano is not shutting down. Kaduna is not shutting down. Guess where it's shutting down? Aba, Onitsha, Nnewi, Enugu, Owerri. All in the southeast, right? All in the southeast. Who they lose money? Igbo people. Transporters. Igbo factory owners. Mechanic. Igbo students. Market women. Igbo entrepreneurs. These are the people losing money. The Igbo workers. If we say they fight Nigeria, how is it that now they receive the punishment pass? How? We say they fight Nigeria, but now they receive now Igbo people, they receive that punishment pass. Not Nigeria. Because Lagos is thriving. Kaduna is thriving. Kano is thriving. Now we in the Igbo, now they collect the woto. Make this make sense to me, please. Somebody make it make sense to me. Now let's talk about numbers, right? 2025 alone, right? More than 700 people by connection in 2021 again, right? People wait by plenty still in connection to the sit at home. This is 2021 to 2025. More than 700 people. Connection to this sit at home something. The loss, at least 7.6 trillion naira from 2021 to 2025, right? This is the losses that we're talking about. 7.6 trillion naira. Who are these? This money, where would they lose? It's impacting the factories in Igbo land. Roads waiting for take and build. Businesses waiting for empower. Employment, schools, hospitals, housing, technology, investment. These are all the areas that we are losing money, right? On top, sit at home and agitation. The sit at home problem, right? It becomes even bigger than what we've made it to be. Reuters, they also reported that IPOB sit at home. The regular, it was suspended. The regular Monday sit at home. IPOB also, they go to deny, say no be them, they do them. No be them, they do them. Something happen here, I go say no be una do them. But you can create something, you can popularize it, then other people can take control of it. Criminals enter it, right? Opportunists enter it. Extremists, they enter. Different groups enter. All of them, they shout, say, they do the thing in your name. Then you go say, no be us, no be us, no be us. Saying no be us, it doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't solve any problem for us. Now we Igbo people, they live with the consequences. Whether you say no be IPOB, whether you say no be ESN. Now Igbo people, they deal with the problem. We are the ones that are suffering the consequences. Hey man, listen. 1,800 people. This one Amnesty International, low. Amnesty International. Over 1,800 people for Southeast from 2021 to 2023. From 2021 to 2023. Abductions, armed clashes, violence, secessionist group, IPOB-linked forces, unknown gunmen. Yo, you can't make this up. All these things, now the monster, what would they talk about? Now the monster be this, what would they talk about, right? That monster now, it's bigger than IPOB. There's IPOB. There's ESN. There's unknown gunmen. There is baby nappers. Cultists, they. People where they do political things, they. All this, then the separatist people still there. Different factions of the DOS, ex-DOS, 100-man, 100-man group, 100 this one group. This is the bigger picture of this monster what would they talk about, right? This is the bigger picture. But if we don't start talking about this and curtailing, like bringing it, saying it how it is, how everything going to deteriorate for Igbo land. Everything going to deteriorate. These groups will continue to expand. The groups will continue to expand. Hey man, listen. This thing, they sadden my heart. I'm not gonna lie for you. It saddens my heart. It saddens my heart. You go into TikTok, you see people like Metusela. You see people like Biafra IPOB son or something like that. You see these charlatans. They can't even have a decent argument to convince you, to tell you why this IPOB or Biafra is good for us. They can't. And this is what someone put this into a very articulative way recently. If you explain to somebody why the earth is flat, honestly, that person no. But now you now explain to the person, give the person reasons, and the person now sees with you that indeed the earth is not flat. This is new information you're giving to this person, right? But if that person sees this new information and refuses to change, refuses to move his own argument now based on the new information we get, obviously, now money, this person is getting paid because of that falsehood when they preach. These people are paid actors. They are gaining from this thing. They are gaining from the IPOB. They are gaining from the Biafra. They are gaining from pushing these false narratives. People they give them, people they send them money, people they donate to them, all that good stuff. That is why they cannot move from where they are. And it's really sad. They can't be as if, because of these few people where they do this thing, it can't be as if now Igbo people, now the majority of Igbo people, 90 in the rope. Yo, it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Top people, top elites. I don't know if top and elite should go together, but you get the point. Igbo elite. Chike Akunyili. Okechukwu Okoye. Ike Hakim, he was attacked in whether 2023. Some of these people I'm naming have lost their lives. George Obiozo lost their lives. Listen. Silence will not save us. Silence will not save Ali Igbo. It will not save the Igbo elite. And this is another crazy one, right? Recently, a video of this same ESM people, and I think that guy that they call I Pencil, he was in the background. They were recording a general, a former general, a retired general, where they ambushed the guy. That on its own is sad, right? And he was with a police escort. Same thing what happened to Chike Akunyili. Same thing what happened to Chike Akunyili. Dr. Chike Akunyili, rest his soul. He was with an escort. That on its own is sad, right? But now you look in the background. That's even the saddest part. People were just going about their business. That not the one way even break my heart past. That not the one way break my heart past. Look in the background of that video. If you've seen that video, people just, they work out, they go about their business. Like, that is a normal thing to them. That's a normal Monday. That is a normal Monday. That was a normal Monday to them. Yo. Igbo be Igbo. Igbo be Igbo. Igbo be Igbo. Igbo be Igbo. How we want to solve this problem? How are we going to solve this menace? How? Before this thing go enter, be careful. Abi, you don't enter, be careful already. You don't enter, be careful already. You don't enter, be careful. We don't pass, be careful like this. Like literally in broad daylight. In broad daylight. These people ambush a former general, Abi, an active general. Point, I'm gone. Police there for front. Chirakelu. People we are passing. This picture I'm painting for you is sad on its own, right? It's sad on its own. But look in the background. Now that one gonna make you cry. People, we are going about their business. That was a normal day to them in that community. Silence no go save us. Silence no go save even the elite. Because if you say you want just close mouth, make you no talk so that you no go offend them. He no go save you. He no go save you. If you talk, you buy. Shout out to Shena I go die and I ain't talk Abina I go save. I don't know the one we talking. Shout out to him. If you talk, you buy. If you no talk, you buy. Do the honorable thing. Let us all do the honorable thing and talk. If you talk, you buy. If you not talk, you buy. So do the honorable thing. Make these charlatans no carry our land finish. And that is the reason. I understand. That is the reason why we always say Obi needs to condemn IPOB. That is the reason. But we're not getting into that today. We're not getting into that today because he has condemned violence in its entirety. He has done that. But I understand that that is the reason, especially Igbo people. We say he has to condemn IPOB. But it shouldn't just be him. We also need to hold Hope Uzodinma accountable in that regard as well. We need to hold Soludo accountable in that regard as well. Peter Mba, Winfuru, Alex Oti, we have to hold them accountable as well. They all need to condemn IPOB. Because silence no they help us again. It's not helping anybody. Ikedio Hakim, Ifanyo rest his soul. These people were ambushed. They had all the resources, all the money to protect themselves. So you as Alex Oti now, you might say, oh, I don't go Sokoto to go visit them. Tomorrow you not go be governor. These people will treat you the same. You not go get all that power you get again. Then they will do the same to you. You cannot break bread with these people. You cannot. You cannot break bread with these people. Because now charlatans them be. Now charlatans them be. Why are we so quiet? Why? Why are we so quiet? Because everybody they fear make I no go buy. And I'm not talking about TikTok talk, because TikTok talk can be cheap as well, right? But I'm saying in real life. I'm saying in real life, why are we so quiet? Why are we so quiet? If you talk, you buy. If you no talk, you buy. Listen, man, listen. It is sad. The happenings, the recent happenings where they see, they break my heart. They break my heart. Especially the ambush of the general. And then I look again. I see Simon Ekpa that literally instigated all these things. Igbo people, they cheer this guy on. It breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart. It really does. And if you say you be Igbo person and things like this, no, they break your heart. I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. If you say you be Igbo person, you want to feel Igbo, and you still keep getting emotional about Biafra, you still keep getting emotional about Biafra, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. That is our history. It is our history. But why are we letting our history get the best of us? Why are we letting our history get the best of us? Anyway, listen, man. I didn't plan to have this show as a long show. I just wanted to vent. I just want vent. But make I read chat as usual. I'm going to read the chat and then see who's requesting. And then we go from there and see what we're going to do with the show today. Let me see. You're going to give me one moment there. Make I get myself together. Because this is really emotional, man. This is really emotional. We've created this monster called Biafra. And we don't know how to tame him anymore. But we have to, collectively, at least 90%, collectively, we have to start speaking up. We have to start speaking up. Since Joey Zaza, Papa, allegedly now we're hearing that this guy has been baby napped. Person where at least bringing business come Southeast. He's been baby napped. He's been baby napped. Ali Igbo know they safe. Ali Igbo know they safe. Ali Igbo is not safe. And we keep playing these games. Who are we doing? Who will they do? Now ourselves will they do? Lagos is going to be functional. Lagos is safe. At 3 a.m., people still they go about their business for Lagos. Now so it be for abroad. At 2 a.m., people still they go about their business. Now so it be for abroad. Nobody's worried about say they go kidnap you or this for Lagos. Nobody's worried about that. Nobody is worried about that. In Lagos, people are going about their business. Coming back from work, going to work, whatever it is. But Ali Igbo know they safe. Ali Igbo is not safe. But anyway, make we go chat. As usual, I know that they're gonna cost me. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We go continue to talk. Because now, at least now that one we fit do, right? We go continue to talk. Stopira, is it Stopira or Stopira? Says, Akunyili's death pained. He was detribalized man who saved many lives across country free of charge. Very unreal. Very sad. Very, very sad. And this is because of the indoctrination by Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Because of the indoctrination by these people. The indoctrination. Telling people that Fulani is the problem. that the policeman is the problem. If you work for police, you're a sabo. Igbo people, we say now we get sense past every other person for this world. Nnamdi Kanu's sister, na policewoman. Innocent una to go start with in sister oh. In sister na police. Inno say, okay, that my sister. To show you una say I dey serious. Make una start with my sister. Ha! Now wow, Igbo be Igbo, Igbo be Igbo. Igbo be Igbo, Igbo be Igbo. What are we doing, man? What are we doing, Igbo? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Make we continue to read these chats, man, and see what we can do here. All right. You see what I'm saying? Yes, we believe MNK for life. Keep crying. Yo, I'm not crying. I'm not crying like physically. I'm not crying, right? But inside my heart, it bleed. For people, someone like you, if you be Igbo person, our ancestors tell us, say, our ancestors tell us, Chibueze, say make we no bow to anybody. But still, you leave the thing where our ancestors tell us. Begin to do your own. Because Nnamdi Kanu tell you. Nnamdi Kanu is school dropout. Hey, Baba. Hey, Baba. Baba, no level. Baba. What in Baba tell you? Shout out to all the Babas, right? Shout out to all the Babas. But I'm just saying, in this context, Baba, no level, right? No level. You live within our ancestors. Ndibo, you live within Ndibo tell us. Say Chibueze. You leave that one. Focus on what Baba tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's a shame. That's the least. For lack of words, it's a shame. It's a shame. Anyway. I see someone requesting, but I would like to keep this chat to be strictly an Igbo conversation or conversation. That if I'm even going to have the time to be here that long anyway. But if I'm going to have a requester, it's going to have to be an Igbo person so that we could get the conversation and try to understand. But I don't know, your name, they throw me off. So I don't believe that you're Igbo. If you can confirm in the chat that you're Igbo, then I will bring you up. Otherwise, the name what they see there, they throw me off. And I want to keep this conversation to be an Igbo conversation. But I appreciate you though for requesting. Dondada say our ancestors believe in Biafra. That is not correct. Our ancestors, they don't know what to be Biafra. Our ancestors don't know what to be Biafra. Now Ojuku, now ain't go bring that Portuguese name. Can do us baptism. That was never our identity. Biafra has never been our identity. I Ndibo. That's what we are. Ancient people. Now there was never a time we were Biafra. Never. Now Ojuku will use that name, baptize us. But you need to educate yourself to understand that. You don't want to just sit here and let me tell you. Go and educate yourself. And then maybe we can have a conversation, right? Educate yourself. Maybe we can have a conversation. I see Don Dada requesting. I go bring you up in a moment, but give me 1 second. And please, I'd need you to be an Igbo person to have the conversation anyway. Make una bear with me. Make una bear with me. All right, let's see. And I appreciate the people that give me so far. One choice, thank you. Thank you so much. Amarachi, thank you so much. Amarachi, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Amarachi. All right. All right, let's see. I see my brother here, Mr. Oye. Thank you for being here. All right, make we bring some guests up here. I don't know the first person. Adak, I'm gonna bring you just for posterity, right? Adak Keja BSU. BSU. I don't know if you're still here. We just need to know who you are, and then we go from there. Thank you so much for joining, Adak Keja. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you. Where are you from?
Yeah. I'm from Lagos. I'm Nigerian.
All right. I appreciate you, and I know this is a Nigerian conversation, but I want to keep it strictly to, an Igbo conversation. But I appreciate you for joining, though. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to make some comment.
That's okay, but we want to keep it strictly to Igbo, being Igbo. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Make we bring up the next guest. What they see here? Please be Igbo. I say please be Igbo, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, please, if you're requesting, be Igbo to so that we'll go get the conversation. Plazo, thank you for joining.
Yeah, one Nakakima, Igbo.
I'm on Igbo, but we go speak English for the sake of this show because my Igbo no they very I know if you hold long conversations for Igbo, but I appreciate you for joining and I'm glad you're Igbo. What be your thoughts on this topic what I bring today?
Anyway, you join me Igbo because I forgot that see work, man.
And that is correct. And that is correct. And that is correct. And I don't already tell you say we go use English or Pidgin and maybe a mix of Igbo here and there. But for the most part, we will keep them English or Pidgin. Again, I hope you understand that if you want to have this conversation, by the way. So, again. All right. Israel Onu. Oh my, I'll call you Israel. Mr. Israel, thank you for joining. Where are you from? Mr. Israel, can you hear me? Mr. Israel. Onoha. You know, put the O and I make the thing they throw me off. The O, Onuha. You know, put the O there. The O, no, you miss the O. But I appreciate you for joining. Thank you for joining, Mr. Israel. Now, G, you put there, Abi, you they see how you spell Abi, you don't spell your name right. So I'm just saying.
From Imo State.
All right. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me? All right. I think there's a delay, and delay no they work well for our show. But I appreciate you, Mr. Israel.
You hear me? I'm from.
Yeah,
I'm from Imo State.
Yeah, there's a delay. You get issues with your network. I'm sorry about that. But if you can go to where there's a stronger reception. If you go where network strong, so that we'll go bring you back up. But I appreciate you. Mr. Israel. All right, we'll go bring Don Dada up. And if you're requesting again, please just make sure you're Igbo and please be open to using English because again, like I said, my Igbo no strong. I can't hold long conversations in Igbo. So please let us use English. And for the sake of the show, it has to be something that has to be said in English.
Bro.
All right, you need to pause. I'm making this statement. You need to pause for a minute. Anyway, for the sake of this show, we go use English, Pidgin, a little bit of Igbo here and there, but it's not going to be 90% Igbo. But I appreciate you for joining, Mr. Don Dada.
Yeah, I want to ask you one question, bro.
All right, but the question has to be related to this topic. Let's go.
Yeah. Why did Nigeria government remove history in all the schools in Nigeria?
That one, I don't get the answer for you, my brother, unfortunately. I don't know why. But the history, is it only Igbo history they removed?
Even the Nigeria and Biafra war, they removed all the history. They're supposed to tell us the history, what happened during Nigeria and Biafra war.
And you are very correct. You are very correct. But let me ask you this, right? Is it only the Nigerian history? Is it only about Biafra? There are other things in Nigeria that also the Nigerian government removed from the history. Now only this Biafra owned in Komot.
Everything.
So why are Yoruba people not worried about Nigeria removing history? Why are Hausa people not worried about Nigeria removing history? Why are Ijaw people not worried about Nigeria removing their own history? Why are we worried? Why are we the only ones worried about it?
Yeah, we need to be worried because we lost millions of people during Biafran war.
That is correct.
We need to know what caused the war.
That is correct. That is correct.
We need to know what caused the war.
In 2026, though, and I agree with you, history has to be taught to children so that children can know. But you as an adult, are you saying you don't know? Are you saying you don't know what caused the war?
Actually, I know a bit what caused the war.
Okay. So go ahead.
But Nigerian government, even in the university, they remove history.
That is not correct. You can go to the university and study history. That is not correct. They are still history. History is still part of the courses. You can go to the university in Nigeria to study. But
you cannot find the history. They cannot taught you the history about Nigeria and Biafran war in the university.
Did you go to university? I
have a friend that attended to university.
Okay.
I did not attend to university.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? Your friend, do you know what he studied, or she? Do you know what they studied in the university?
History and international relationship.
History and international relationship.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And if he's saying that this specific history is not in the curriculum of the Nigerian university history, I can't actually debate that. But if somebody who you know went to school to study history and that specific topic is not there, I think I agree with you. It's a little bit sketchy.
And secondary, why the Nigerian government shut down I don't know how to put it in English, but I need to speak it in Igbo.
Go ahead.
Me to speak it in
Please, go ahead.
Can you hear me? The Nigerian government stop all the laboratories and the schools on the southeast, some weapons, a lot during Nigerian Biafran war.
So the laboratories and schools, University of Nigeria and Soka was a school.
Yes.
It still exists. Are you aware? You there aware?
It still exists. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There's some parts.
That is not correct, though. That is not correct. University of Nigeria still exists in its full and in its entirety. It most likely still expanding. So that school still exists. And when you say laboratory, what laboratory specifically are you referring to? Are you there, Mr. Dondada?
I'm referring to the one that they used to build some ammunition. Why they shut it down?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? I don't know that there was a designated. I don't know if there was a particular area that was a portion. And they try and look for a small word and still they use another word. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. I don't know whether Ojukwu build one place, call them Laboratory of Biafra. You understand what they talk, Abi? There was no place that Ojukwu built and named it Biafra Laboratory to build Ogbunigwe. There was no place like that. It was just people with their ingenuity, people with their smartness. Then they do things like, refining crude oil. The people will go school. Then just say crude oil. Once you get them out from ground and you heat it up, it's called distillation. So when you heat crude oil up, the first thing will go evaporate. Now maybe kerosene or fuel or whatever it is. Then the next thing will go evaporate when you reach a certain temperature. Now diesel. The next thing will go evaporate. Now fuel. People who go school know these things, so they were just doing it. It wasn't a laboratory. It wasn't a place that Ojukwu built. Do you understand this?
Bro, I understand, but in all and all, we need Biafra. That's all.
Okay. But you see how I'm explaining this to you? It seems like you understand, but you're still pushing forward and saying we need Biafra. Now, let me make I agree with you.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Okay. But let me now agree with you and ask you a follow-up question. If we need Biafra, why do we need it?
Because Nigeria is the way Nigeria government is treating us is very bad.
Okay. You see, and I'm
So
gonna
we need to
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Go
we
ahead.
need our own freedom.
All right. This is another one. This is
Look at
another
what
one.
is happening in North now. Look at what is happening in North. If they catch any Boko Haram or any bandits,
Mm,
they will put that person in the military.
mm,
But if they catch any Igbo man who kidnaps someone
mm,
or who do anything bad, instead of them to put that person in the military, they will kill that person.
mm. Okay. Okay. Let me start
Why is
from
it like that?
make I answer that your question about the Boko people, and as Nigerian government they put them inside military.
Yeah.
That idea, you like them, say Nigerian government they catch Boko Haram, they put them for military. You like them, as Nigerian government they do them. You like them.
I don't like it.
Okay, and I agree with you. You see, as I agree with you on a lot of things, right? I agree with you. That idea or concept is totally wrong. If you catch person way by person or person way do kidnapping, that person supposed to go prison. Nga. They're supposed to put that person for nga. That's what the government should do. So if you know like them, why are you advocating that they should replicate it in our land? Why you they?
Yes, bro. Because the reason, as you understand? So the way they are doing their people, they should also do our people same way.
No.
Okay, somebody like this man, Evans or something like that. The one that do.
I know Evans. Everybody know Evans. Yeah.
Why can't them have mercy on him and free him? Same way they are freeing others.
Evans, now person where they baby nap people, make we say baby nap so that TikTok no go vex. So Evans, now person where they baby nap people, right? And you say make them free them. Free them may continue the baby nap people. Free them for what?
They should free him and put him in the military. Even if I say he has already repent.
Make I ask you, Evans baby nap your papa?
No.
Evans baby nap your mama?
No.
Have you ever had anybody in your family that has been baby napped?
No.
Okay. And you see how it's very comfort. They're very comfortable. You lie down for bed. They talk. Make them just free them. Make them just free them. But if I tell you now, I keep using these words, right? If I now tell you, say, you get people where they impacted by what Evans do directly. Evans baby nap them, their papa, their mama, some of them by. Do you think that they will be of the same opinion that Evans should be freed?
They will not be in the same opinion. What about the bandits that also kidnap and buy the general and kill and buy everybody? If they baby nap, they buy.
That is
so why are the government giving them the second chance?
That is something that I'm on the same page with you. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be happening. I agree with you on that one. You're not even supposed to talk about them again. I agree. It's not supposed to happen, right? But it's happening. But they say two wrongs cannot make a right. You cannot, because something they go wrong for somewhere. You can't they do the same wrong thing again for another place. Especially Igbo. You want me them free Evans, make him continue come back to Southeast. What if they free him now? He come baby nap your papa, baby nap your mama. Now that one go make you happy so that you go say, they don't even them.
Bro, since the bandit people have already repent, Evans is already repent.
All right. Yeah. All right. Don Dada. I hear you. I agree with you on a few things. However, I don't know. You know what, agree with me on some things what they talk about. However, I also think that you should be considerate and think about this, right? Evans na baby napper. Na in work be that. There is nothing like a repentant baby napper. Am Nigeria, abroad. Abroad.
I'm in Nigeria.
Okay. I don't know for any other country where then they talk, say, person where do crime, say the person don't repent. No. If you do something, you get within the talk, if you do the crime, you go pay, you go do the time. It's a popular saying. If you do the crime, as in you go commit crime, ganga. That is what every other country does. You do crime, ganga. Then catch you, ganga. There's nothing like, I don't repent, forgive me. No, only for Nigeria it happen.
especially in Alibo, where we are looking for the security and safety and prosperous, for Alibo to be prosperous. We cannot be advocating for things like that. If it happen for some other place, if it happen for other places, we shouldn't be advocating for it to happen in our side. I don't know what
you know. But bro, do you agree with me that Alibo is safety?
Alibo is not safe. Alibo is not. Alibo is not safe. Alibo is not safe. People need to come Christmas again, as people they come.
Are you in Igbo land?
I did Igbo land.
You did Igbo land. Then why are you saying Alibo is not safe? Have anyone baby nap you?
You know, here of this allegedly, I don't know if it's true, but allegedly Joey Zaza Papa then just baby nap him recently. You know, hear that one. You know, here of Chike Akwinli where they buy. You know, hear that one. You know, here of Ifeanyi Oba. I'm not talking about his actual cause of death, but I'm saying you know, I think it was in Nnewi. He was ambushed in Nnewi. You know, hear that one. Should I keep going?
Bro, baby napping is all over Nigeria. Everybody,
absolutely.
Baby napping is all over Nigeria. So
absolutely.
we cannot put that baby napping to IPOB people.
Absolutely.
We cannot put it to them.
But this is the difference. This is the difference.
Maybe they are the one, maybe they are not the one.
And you are correct. But this is the difference. Why I can now categorically put it to them. Within a time frame, within 2015 up until now, the rise in the baby napping for Alibo has increased. And one other thing we've been happening that period, na IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Now that's one thing that happened within that period. So if all of them, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and IPOB, ESN, all of them came out within that period, I can now categorically say, na them they cause them. You know, see the logic there?
Yeah. Ohamadike is not the one causing anything.
Who be Ohamadike?
Rather, Nnamdi Kanu is Ohamadike. He is Ohamadike. He is not causing anything. Rather, he's opening our eye.
Okay.
So everything Nnamdi Kanu thought on 2015 is happening now.
All right.
Look at what is happening in North.
Okay. What's in the Nnamdi Kanu talk?
About Fulani people.
What about Fulani people?
That they are going to take over the North. Even the Nigeria is happening.
Fulani people already are from the North. So what are they taking? How are they taking over the North?
They are kidnapping everybody. Even the government itself are paying ransom.
Insecurity has always been a thing in the North. So it's not like Nnamdi Kanu prophesied it. It has always been a thing in the North. Right? So what's in the thing when Nnamdi Kanu tell us where we don't know?
Bro, in everything I gonna tell you that we need freedom in our labor. We need Biafra. That's all I gonna say.
And I hear you. But if you're just needing something and you cannot like articulate, if you cannot say why you need it, if you they talk like now, when you dey young, maybe you they tell your papa, nah, I want bicycle, daddy, I want bicycle. But your papa, they carry you, they go school, they drop you for school every day. Why do you need the bicycle? You have to say why you need it. Maybe your papa go reason with you, understand why you need them. Okay, daddy, I want to use it and play with my friends. I want to use it when you send me message. I want carry them go buy that thing you send me. I want use them just they run around, you know, they make me happy. Why do you need it? You need Biafra. Why do you need it?
We need Biafra because we don't have seaport in Igbo land. We don't have many other things in Igbo land. Many things we don't have in Igbo land. Since Nigeria got their independence, no Igbo man have become the president of Nigeria. Even the Senate president, no Igbo man have become a Senate president in Nigeria. Even the vice president of Nigeria, no Igbo man have become a vice president in Nigeria. We have three ethnic groups in Nigeria: Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba.
No.
Hausa people have ruled Nigeria several times.
Hausa people have
Yoruba people have ruled Nigeria also. Then why is it they don't want an Igbo man to rule Nigeria?
All right, let me come in here. Just give me 1 second. By the way, no Hausa man don't rule Nigeria. Yeah, maybe you're making the you they mix Hausa and Fulani as the same. Hausa na tribe, Fulani na tribe. No Hausa man. And again, if you don't know, please go and do your research. Put
Bro,
them for,
let me correct you in that. We only have 3 ethnic groups in Nigeria. We don't know about Fulani.
all right.
All we know
All
is
right.
Hausa.
Hear
and
me and learn. Hear me and learn. We have
Yeah.
over 200, over 300 ethnic groups in Nigeria. You can say we have 3 major ethnic groups in Nigeria, but we have over
Okay.
300 ethnic groups in Nigeria. Ijo is an ethnic group. TV is an ethnic group. Ibibio is an ethnic group. Ikwere is an ethnic group. I don't know, them plenty. Idoman are ethnic groups. So there's a ton of ethnic groups in Nigeria. So make I correct that one for you. So now back to you saying Hausa man has been a president. No Hausa man has been a president in Nigeria. No Hausa man. No Ijo man. Okay, Ijo man don't be president. I catch myself with that one. No Akwa Ibom man has been president in Nigeria. No Bini man has been president in Nigeria. No Idoma man has been president in Nigeria. So should we keep going? Not be only Igbo be the tribe for Nigeria, right? And then you mentioned seaport, and hopefully we'll go use this one end, right? You mentioned seaport.
Yeah.
Do you know what a seaport is?
Tell me what a seaport is.
A seaport is a port, or it's an infrastructure. A port would be an infrastructure, a building, whatever, where big ships can come and dock, as in stop, so that when they stop, then trucks can now collect the goods from the ship and then transport them into and take them to wherever, in layman's term, pretty much. This is what a seaport would be. So now you understand the concept of a seaport, right?
Yeah.
So tell me for Igbo land, where they put this seaport?
Imo State have a very large water.
Okay. You saying a seaport, we call them water and seaport.
Imo State have a very large sea.
That is not correct. Imo State has a river. Imo River, maybe Naimi they refer to. But a river cannot be mistaken for a sea. You cannot have a seaport in a river, because the seaport, again, it has to be the sea. Seaport, they come from another ship, they come from another country. They enter your country seaport. So how will that ship come from maybe Dubai or China? How would that ship from China come to that river where they talk for Imo State? How?
Bro, in all I have told you in my mind, we need seaport in South. Even though they did not bring it in Southeast, they should open the one in Port Harcourt.
It's already functional. It's already functional. The one in Port Harcourt is already functional.
They should open the one in Calabar.
My brother. We go end the conversation here anyway, but you need to educate yourself and not just.
I've already educated myself.
No, you haven't.
Biafra, that's all. I've already educated myself. Biafra or nothing.
All right.
Yeah, Biafra or nothing. Thank you.
All right, thank you for joining. The conversation wasn't gonna go anywhere again, because give me 1 second there. Amarachi, I see you requesting. Unfortunately, I won't bring people who I never talked to, but I appreciate you, my sister. Make una check out Amarachi. She hosts shows like this as well. We talk about Igbo progress and stuff. Amarachi, I appreciate you so much for joining, but we no go bring you up today. Say my sister, we agree on the same things for the most part. But I want to talk to people. I want to talk to people who I have not spoken to and see what they think about Biafra, the monster. I also see my sister, Anya Anambra. I don't know, man. Anya Anambra, I think, is also on the other side of, wanting Biafra. I don't know. I hope we can at some point agree on a lot of things and see why we don't need Biafra. I hope so. I hope so, Anya. But shout out to my sister Anya. All right, make we bring OWEC Media. Make we bring OWEC Media up. All right, OWEC Media, thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you, bro. How are you?
I'm fine. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Russia.
No, I mean, okay, if you're from Russia, I mean, you don't get talk now. I mean, are you Nigerian?
Sorry. I thought you asked where I might stay.
No. You're Nigerian.
I'm from Biafra land.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a Nigerian, but I'm from Biafra land.
Okay, you need to tell me a state. Biafra is a non-existent place. You need to tell me where you're from in Nigeria so that we fit get the conversation. I'm giving you olive branch. This is not the only olive branch I go give you. Tell me a place in Nigeria where you're from. Make we see whether we fit get a conversation.
I'm from Abia State.
You want them, you want them. I'm more about to. I'm Abia man. I don't want to call myself boy. Abia man. And so you're my brother. Now let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
okay, so, I've been, like, when I saw the title that Biafra is a monster created, I said, okay, I would love to ask a question here because I've been living in Nigeria for so long before I
Okay.
traveled. So I lived in the north, and unfortunately, Nigeria happened to my family in the north. Because when something don't happen to people, I don't want to, because I've not come along to talk about this Nigeria issue for a long time. Because I just felt that it's not important for me to talk about it.
Okay.
Understand? Because I've been privileged to move abroad and I see how people live.
All right.
And I understand what a country is and how a country should be governed.
All right. Before we continue, you say Nigeria happened to your family.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing?
No. It's not important, bro.
All right.
It's not important.
Since you don't want to share that, but we need to stick to the topic then. You were trying to tell us how countries function. I don't want to talk about that. I want to stick to the topic because I think that Biafra is a monster that we've created as Igbo people. So if you're opposed to that, then I want to have that conversation with you. Why you're opposed to
that.
why are you opposed to
I'm
it then?
opposed to that.
I think Biafra is the monster that we've created. Why are you opposed to that idea?
Okay, because when it comes to self-determinations and how people want to live their life, it's a choice. That's why when you come to the Western world, we have freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and freedom to do what is right. Now, Biafrans, they have made a choice of they don't want to be a part of Nigeria. You don't force someone to be in the marriage. Because let me tell you something. If you got married today and you have an agreement with your wife, and at a point in time, your wife does not accept what you've developed or how you have developed, and she decides she wants to leave, then there's a divorce and both of you separate.
Okay.
Now, the Biafrans, what I see as Biafrans.
All right. Before we continue,
Yes.
you cannot oversimplify a country and make it look like it's a marriage. Yeah, it looks like it's a marriage because of the amalgamation, right? It looks like it's a marriage, but it's not a marriage. It's called an amalgamation for a reason. If it was a marriage means a specific thing. Amalgamation means a specific thing. So you cannot simplify it and interchange the words. If you and your wife, if you and a woman come together, you don't go say we have amalgamated. You go say we have married. If two places are joined together, two geographical locations are joined together, then that would be amalgamation. They won't say, oh, they have married. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot interchange them. You get me, right? So now that nuance is very important because in a marriage, yes, my wife can wake up tomorrow and say she know they do again and just get out and just go away, right? And that's okay, not okay, but it's on a it happen. It's what it is. It's what it is the word. But in a country, it can't happen. There are procedures that would have to take place for it to happen, for you to dissolve a country. So when you try to oversimplify it like that, then it sounds, oh, it's just the same thing. But it's not. Do you agree with me?
Well, in some, let's say, in some point.
Okay.
Now, let me continue. So when you are not just into marriage, there's something you can, kind of diverse it to so many things, But what is clear here, I can tell you categorically.
Okay.
I've been able to, by the privilege of God, been able to study international history of the world, and I see how China was built.
Okay.
How India was built and was separated from Pakistan, and as well as China, as Russia here, how Lenin, who divided the Russian Federation. So now when you look at so many things about Nigeria, you see that it's unworkable. And when I see my people, I see the Biafrans are progressive people in nature. We are progressive people in nature. And it's only Biafrans who are practicing Nigerians. No other Nigerians are practicing Nigeria except Biafrans.
And it's a good
That's
thing.
what
It's a good thing you pointed that out. I was going to go the route of talking about China and Russia and Pakistan, but let's even bring it back. It's a good thing you mentioned that, I don't want to use that word, but Igbo people are participants of Nigeria. I agree with
Yes,
you. I agree with you
course.
100%. And that leads me to say, we do not need Biafra. We need Nigeria more. Because
No,
Nigeria
bro,
is, hear me out.
Yeah,
Nigeria is our market. Nigeria is our market. So we need Nigeria. So how is
Okay.
it that you understand that we need Nigeria, but you're still participating in this ideology of we need Biafra? How is that?
Okay. This is 2026, right? And in 1967, Odumego Ojukwu fought for Biafra. At the end of the day, it wasn't successful, and they negotiated back into the country. This is 2026. Those people in those years are not the same people now. People now in this generation are very progressive. We must understand the system we are in. And I can tell you that the way
You're losing me a little bit. You said which people are not the same people. You're losing me. You lost me there. Which people are not the same people?
The people of this age, the Gen Z.
Are you Gen Z?
I'm not Gen Z, but I'm telling you from experience.
So
what I've seen
I'm trying to understand what your core point is here. That's what I'm trying to understand.
My core point is, as Nigeria is right now, you and I know if we're telling ourselves the truth, because one thing I believe in life is that you will only tell yourself the truth, and it's only you that can tell yourself the truth.
Okay, what is the truth though? What is the truth?
The truth is that Nigeria is unworkable.
That is not true. That is not true.
Before 1970, someone like Obafemi Awolowo made such point, but we didn't, pick a point from him.
First off, that is not true. Nigeria is going through leadership problem. That is what we are going through. Now, leadership be our problem for Nigeria.
Okay,
nobody say Nigeria is not workable.
Let me just remind you of something.
Okay.
Let me remind you of something.
Go ahead.
When Nnamdi Azikiwe became the first general president of Nigeria, what age was he?
I don't, maybe in his 40s.
Good. And what age is Tinubu?
What does this matter, though? There are countries that have presidents that are older than Tinubu.
I'm bringing something to a point.
There are countries. Listen. This is how you're throwing me all. They throw me all over the place. I want to stay on course, right? Waiting concerning Tinubu age with this Biafra. What would they talk about?
Dude, this is why it comes in, because we talk about change. I want to show you something, because during those times, young people were governing Nigeria.
Okay,
you understand? And it was said that, they are young people, they don't have the capacity to govern Nigeria, right? Now, people who are more older have started governing Nigeria, and it became worse.
Okay, so that now means that we need Biafra. Is that, like, you see what I'm saying, right? You're not like making arguments hear me out. No, you hear me out. You hear me out.
Yes.
Your arguments should be strong, coherent enough to make me think of wanting to be on your side of Biafra. You're just telling me about Tinubu's age. Is that something I don't know? Waiting concerning Tinubu age with Biafra. You see what I'm saying, right?
So what I made that point that please, I want to make something clear.
Okay.
I said before young people like Gowon, they were young when they were governing the country, and people said they were too young.
Okay.
They said they made a mistake because of their age.
Okay.
So the people that govern the country now, they are still older and they are still making the same mistake. So that's what I'm trying to point out here.
I see what you're saying. I think now I see what you're saying. So okay, let me now go with your argument. I snap my finger like this, right? We now have Biafra. What is going to change?
A lot of things is going to change.
So is it young people or old people who will now be running the Biafra? Young people or old people? What you see? Like
who are the people fighting for Biafra right now?
Igbo people.
No, at what age?
Yo, your arguments are not very very solid.
Ask a
sadly.
question, you asked the question. You asked whether it's old people or young people, and I ask you, the people that are fighting for Biafra now, what age are they?
Igbo people, Igbo people, they of different ages now. Igbo people, they of different ages. Igbo people are not just 20 years old,
40.
right?
I'm coming. The people starting at forefront are in their 40s to 50s, right?
Okay, let me agree with you, okay?
Good. So perhaps this group of age will govern Biafra when Biafra comes.
And do you think, let me flow with you. Do you think that these people now that I believe you're pointing towards Nnamdi Kanu, correct?
Everyone.
Let's point one person. Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, Wazirike.
Okay, let's go with Kanu. Yeah.
Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. So you think that Nnamdi Kanu would be a good leader, a good leader that would lead this so-called Biafra and make it to be prosperous? Yes.
Definitely.
What has Nnamdi Kanu showed you? Now we never become that leader. What attributes has he showed you to make you believe that?
Oh, come on, bro. If you don't listen to Nnamdi Kanu...
No. Don't tell me, come on. Listen to me. No, you hear me out. Hear me out. Don't use that slogan. No, you have to pause. I'll ask you the question again. What attributes? You have to be specific. What attributes has Nnamdi Kanu showed you? Tangible attribute where we don't see. When Nnamdi Kanu don't show you, where make you feel, say, Ingo be good leader?
Good. Nnamdi Kanu has showed me transparency, incorruptible, accountability, and leadership.
Accountability, leadership, and transparency.
He has showed transparency. He has showed transparency. Yes. And incorruptible.
All right. Let us start with incorruptible.
So
let us start with incorruptible. Now let us start with incorruptible.
Okay, please.
There's an infamous tweet. It's still public on Twitter, Twitter, that he made, and he said, "Signed, sealed, and delivered." What was signed, sealed, and delivered, and how does that show him being incorruptible? How does that translate to him being incorruptible? Are you aware of this tweet, by the way, before we even continue?
What tweet was that? You said signed, sealed, and delivered. What was he referring for?
I do not know. Maybe you tell me. I'm just looking from the outside and saying, you said he's incorruptible. So if somebody that is incorruptible now comes out and say, signed, sealed, delivered, I mean, me looking from the outside will be like, what is signed? What is sealed? What are we doing here? So how does that translate to someone being incorruptible?
Somebody says signed, sealed, delivered. You are just...
are you aware of the tweet? Are you aware of the tweet?
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Are you aware of the tweet? No, yes. Are you aware of the tweet? Are you aware of the... Make we know before we continue. If you're not aware, then we shouldn't be having the conversation.
I'm not aware of the tweet.
All right, then let us skip that one. Now, transparency. All the funds where people donate to IPOB during Nnamdi Kanu's reign, how has he shown you transparency and accountability towards those funds? Is there like a bank account? Like, is there like a statement he shows people? How transparent and accountable has he been with those funds?
Okay, let me try to digress a bit.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a freedom fighting. You understand? This is a freedom fighting.
Okay.
Right? Not everything you expose, because this is freedom fighting. Now, when Nelson Mandela, that's why I told you I've read international history and I see how people got their independence from various countries. And those people those people who led the place that time, there's so many things that was kept secret. Understand? So in freedom fighting, there are a lot of things that it doesn't have to come online and start exposing them to you. But one thing I can assure you that when you see someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's why I said if you because I'm religious, I pray a lot.
Okay.
Do you understand? So, and when something is going on in my life, I usually pray about it.
All right, let's leave prayer, because me, I know they're religious and I don't believe in say I pray, I no pray. I don't believe in all that stuff. Any thought can come to your head and you say somebody, that one spiritual being that's telling you. But I respect what you believe and all that, right? But here's the thing. If I'm giving you these arguments, like tangible arguments, telling you this man, then give him money, in no account for him, and you're still telling me that he's accountable, I don't know what to tell you. You see what I'm saying?
I'm coming. Who give her the money?
Millions of dollars were donated to the IPOB, and Nnamdi Kanu has not accounted for zero.
I'm coming. This IPOB.
Yeah.
This IPOB we're talking about. They are the one who are championing the freedom of Biafra.
I understand, but I'm also telling you. I hear you.
They are consistent.
I hear you, but I'm also telling you
that funds were sent to him, like donated to him, and there's been no
So what-
accountability. There's been no accountability. And you still tell me that he's an accountable person. So how are you calling?
Consistency-
Oh, all right.
Consistency is the accountability. Consistency
No.
is the accountability.
Accountability.
It's being
Anytime when anybody
consistency.
talk about accountability, the money has to be involved. You can't tell me that just being consistent is accountability.
Consistency is the accountability.
Nah,
Because
don't
when-
tell me that.
when you-
Anytime most people, when you say accountability, now money they come most people mind. Not consistency is consistency. Accountability
let me
is
let me
they
digress-
give you
let me
something.
digress it.
Hear
Let
me
me
out.
digress
Hear
a
me
bit.
out. Hear me out. Consistency is you they do something consistent. You they do them every day. You are consistent.
Yes.
You can be consistent in stealing. You see what I'm saying?
And
You hear me
that's why
out.
I
Hear
said-
me out. You can be consistent
Go on.
in stealing.
Okay,
Accountability.
go on.
The literally count. They inside there. Then give you something. They need you to come and count it back and tell me, I give you 5. Where is the 5? Count it and tell us how many you spend. That's what accountability means. It's not consistency. But we're going to move forward from those attributes. And again, it's ridiculous that you just name these things and you can't even give us tangible arguments. But I'll say this
No,
last.
no, no,
I'll
no,
give
no,
you this
no,
last argument. This last argument.
Okay, go on.
You said leadership. You mentioned leadership
Yes.
as an attribute.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
leader, which great leader have you seen that has ordered that if his people, the people when one lead, say if they come out on a certain day, say the Ingo buy them. Which leader, what kind of leadership is that?
Who said that?
Nnamdi Kanu.
From where?
I mean, you've not heard the tape.
Let me tell you something.
You've not heard the tape. You've not heard the tape.
Bro, don't make up stories.
Okay. I'm
Don't make
making.
up stories.
Have you heard the tape? Because again, you say you don't hear the tweet.
You said
You don't
I
see the
asked you
tweet. I
which
mean.
day? Which day?
All right, just give me a minute. I'll play the tape for you in a minute, so that we'll not go and we'll go use this one. Just kind of go over and get to the next guest here, and maybe when I play it, hopefully it will to convince you and think about this leader where you did
No, I know
where
where
you
you're
portray
going
him.
to go. I know where you're going
So
to
you've
go.
heard the tape. Don't make me waste my time. Then I don't want to waste people's
Okay,
time
then
here.
let me
If
talk- let
you've
me
heard the
talk about-
tape,
let
you've
me
heard the
talk
tape.
about it.
Have you heard the
Let me talk-
tape? Yes or
No,
no?
but I want to talk about. I know
Yes
where you're
or
going
no,
to,
so
but I
that we
wanna talk about
continue. Yes or no? Have you heard the tape?
it. No.
All right,
No.
then wait. Let me play. Then we talk about. If you why
Okay,
you
go
want
on.
to? How can you speak to something you don't know? Relax. Let me play the tape. Relax. Just give me 1 second.
It's all right.
Just give me 1 second. I go find the tape here. Not this one. I'm bad with keeping these records because it's not something I want to spend my time with. Anyway, I go find them if you give me a minute.
It's all right.
Finland-based
Not that one either. All right. Let's see.
If you come outside, you will experience miracle. That miracle you've been waiting for all your life, you will see it in broad daylight. Enugu is known for their stupidity and non-compliance. Omoaia is known for their stupidity and non-compliance, and those are Abakaliki. If you attempt to come out in any of these places, anything that befalls you, you carry it on your own head.
All right. I believe you
Okay.
heard that, right? Now, can you speak
You
to
know
that?
the day, okay, now I want to let you know the day he made this broadcast, and I want to tell you what was going on that day. It was the day that the Biafra's hero were to remembered, and he made this point
Okay.
that today is Biafran's day, and those lost heroes were to remember. And those of you who always, they don't value their heroes, they don't respect their heroes, and it's done everywhere in the world.
All right. Now, no.
Now-
No.
Now, I'm coming.
No.
Wait,
You
bro,
pause.
wait,
Hey,
bro,
you need
bro,
to pause
wait
now.
now.
Oh, wait,
Wait,
media.
wait.
Pause. You need to pause. I'm telling you to pause. You need to pause. You're in Russia.
Okay, go on.
You're in Russia. We know who Baba Putin be. We know who him be.
Uh-huh.
Putin doesn't order people to sit at home. Putin doesn't.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Putin
You
does,
govern-
does
I'm
you're in
coming,
Russia. You're in Russia.
coming.
You're in Russia.
Yes, I'm in Russia.
Does Putin tell you to not go out on any particular day?
On the day of parade, on the day of remembering their lost heroes, everybody sits at home.
All right.
For 10 days.
What day is that? Tell me the day. I go Google them here.
For 10 days.
Tell me the day. You're in Russia. Tell me. Let me Google it. Tell me.
Google it now.
What is the name of the day so that I go specific?
Google. I think from they have different days. It's not just
Give
one
me
day.
a name. Doesn't the Memorial Day Russia? What is the name? Give me you're in Russia. Tell me the day, the name. Tell me the day.
It's mostly they have Freedom Day.
All right.
Different days.
All right.
But
You said Freedom Day, right? You said Russia Freedom Day, right?
Yeah. They have Freedom Day, Parade Day, different days.
And Putin says everybody should not come out, go to their businesses that day. Okay.
See, not everybody goes to parade. Not sister, everyone goes to parade.
All right. All right. I'm going to read it out to you here. Russia Day, celebrated June 12th, is an official national public holiday, meaning it is a mandatory non-working day off by law, non-working day. But participating in celebrations or public events is completely voluntary. Do you understand the term voluntary?
Go on.
I'm done. I'm not going anywhere. I'm done. Do you understand the term voluntary?
Okay, now let me.
Do you understand the term voluntary before we move forward? Do you understand the term voluntary?
Yes, of course I do.
All right. Now let us continue. You said leadership. Now, what kind of leader? What kind of leader go telling people say make them not come out on a certain day, and if they come out, say they go by? What kind of leader? What kind of leadership is that?
You see, you're just making up stories because first I want to correct something.
I played the tape for you. You say I'm making it up?
No. You are making it because this broadcast, I listened to this broadcast.
All right.
There was a content.
All right.
To this
Wait a minute. I think I'm wasting my time with you because waiting you to suffer from.
It's not wasting of time. We are trying to get something here.
No, I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you for 1 second. I'm gonna mute you for 1 second. I think I'm wasting my time here with you. You get some cognitive.
Wait, there's something I want to say about your the title here. You see, when.
All right. Awake Media here has some cognitive issues. Cognitive issues. Now they worry him. Nahim list all these attributes. Nahim list accountability, leadership, transparency. Which other one in list? Well, I know right. Maybe I don't forget one. Anyway, at least these ones. I give him argument on accountability. He begin to run up and down. I give him argument on transparency. He begin to run up and down. Then the last one, leadership. What leader would order his people to not go anywhere? Imagine a pregnant woman that wants to go to the hospital. You say make she no go hospital. Imagine a child that wants to go write his or her exam. You say make him no go write exam. Imagine I just want to go and opwe. I just want to go and opwe. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to go and opwe. Why can't I just go and opwe? Because now the kind of say make I no go opwe. Are we in North Korea? You there Russia? We know who Baba Putin be. Even Baba Putin know they do like that. Even Baba Putin know they do like that. The only place where they feel they do that kind of thing is North Korea, and you're definitely not there. Come on now. We're not going to keep playing that game or those games. You get some cognitive issues, and I'm not going to sit here and keep playing the games with you. But anyway, I want to make with the see the Biafran people. These are our Biafran people. Let us talk to them and see what's going on in there. Anyway, make we bring our next guest up here. Black Consciousness, let's see what you have for us.
Yeah, good day, Kachi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. But I need to ask you your name. I don't feel comfortable calling you Black Consciousness. I need to ask you your name. What name can I call you, please?
Charles.
All right. Thank you, Charles, for joining. I appreciate you, Mr. Charles. All right. Let's speak to the topic. What are your thoughts? Biafra is the monster that we've created. What are your thoughts on that?
I personally don't think we created Biafra as a monster. I think it's a political situation and an economical situation that happened to us as Igbos. Now, those who managed it from the onset, I felt like till today it was wrongly managed. But one thing we cannot deny is the fact that there is a very huge um, disparity between the realities of other sects of Nigeria
Mm.
and the Igbos.
Mm.
I tell a lot of people who care to listen that the understanding of an institution is the knowledge of its origin
Mm.
and the forces that made them. So when we all sit back to look at the history of what we understand as Nigerians, it is not one that the people who are called Nigerians actually sat down voluntarily, as you used the word earlier,
Mm.
to negotiate, discuss when it comes to resources, landscape, political ideologies, economical ideologies, security, and all that. It was never discussed. So, and I feel like those who coerced the individuals who participated in the First Republic were quite intentional. The way they did it, talking about the West now,
Mm.
to format what they eventually called Nigeria for it to never work. And I'm almost 50 today,
Okay.
and I've been watching this thing, the whole Nigerian movie play out, and I still don't see it as something that would work. And that's why I said earlier that the Biafran issue happened to us, and it was taken up as an alternative for people to actually actualize their own sovereignty.
Absolutely.
Because if
And,
we are
and let me
being,
let me come in
if
here.
we are
And
I'm almost done.
all
Give
right,
me a
go
minute.
ahead.
If we are being deliberate and clear and truthful to ourselves, we will understand that Nigeria as a nation, quote unquote, is not sovereign. So those who clamored for Biafra and are still clamoring for Biafra, for me, looking at it from their own mirror, they are looking for some form of sovereignty of a nation that would address their kind of education, their kind of agriculture.
Okay, I need to pause. I need to pause you. I need to pause you here
Yes, sir.
because you're saying some falsehoods. One falsehood at
Okay.
least. You said Nigeria is not sovereign. That's false. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. I don't know what you mean by Nigeria is not sovereign. I mean, do you have a different definition of sovereignty?
Sovereignty, when you look at the making of a nation,
No, no,
when you
no.
have
Sovereignty
international...
pretty much it's a term that has definition. It doesn't we're not going to
Yeah,
change it to
yeah,
mean
but
what you want. Sovereignty
yeah, Kachi, but when you sit
hear
back
me
to...
out. Hear me out. Sovereignty,
All right.
that term again, I don't know how long you've been here. There was someone I was trying to, he was using marriage and amalgamation. No, we can't do that. Sovereignty means something. If a country has its own laws and it's governed by its own laws, that's what sovereignty means. Nigeria has constitution. We have laws in Nigeria, and we're governed by those laws. You might say the laws, the full amount, but we have them. We're governed by them. So if you say we're
Yeah,
not
but
sovereign, that's
Kachi,
some
when you have
falsehood,
a
though.
law, when you have laws and policies that are not indigenous to you and you cannot independently enforce it, especially certain economic policies and political policies, you are not sovereign. It's just something that is
So
written, or you can just
who in
quote.
your opinion is enforcing our laws?
The West is enforcing our laws, and that's why you find them all
Come
over
on now.
Chatham House
No
every other now and then.
that is what you call conspiracy. What you're doing now conspiracy. Now you do. Now this is a
So, Kachi,
conspiracy.
do you believe that neo-imperialism is real?
Not in Nigeria. It's real, but not in Nigeria. Now Tinubu they run the show for Nigeria. 100%.
I think
100%.
no. You see, it's easy for us to
100%.
say these things.
Let me tell you.
well-
Let me tell you this, right? I grew up in Port Harcourt, right? So Shell is like a big deal in Port Harcourt. Everybody wants to work in Shell, right? Shell leave Nigeria. Shell said they don't do it. That time with the toxin and Shell, they take all Nigeria. Shell said they don't want to take Nigeria. Shell left Nigeria. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shell left Nigeria because of our wahala too much. Now we they run our country. That neocolonialism, you can go do that stuff in Burkina Faso. You can go do that stuff in any other country. But Nigeria, now we they run them.
Do you know the man called Ken Saro-Wiwa?
Yeah, I know you, Ogoni man.
Yeah. Do you know of the report that indicted Shell to the
Ogoni
murder
cleanup
of,
or whatever. Yeah.
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 Do you know how Shell was involved in the?
I wouldn't say that I know like the nitty gritty, but I am aware.
So
Again, by
there are-
virtue of just
there are
being in
so
Port
many
Harcourt, you know.
There are so many things aligned. So if we are talking about Shell, if we are talking about even Julius Berger, if we are talking about ELF and all these multinational companies, including Dangote and Bua Cement, right?
All right.
You must understand that there are forces that control what we see.
Again,
as
it's all
indigenous
conspiracy, and
leaders.
I don't indulge
It
in
is
conspiracies.
not,
Personally, I just don't indulge in conspiracies. If you don't get proof for what you're saying, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
they
You
have-
don't have the proof though.
What kind of proof are you not seeing?
All right, make we leave that side. Again, you said I paused you when you said Nigeria is not sovereign. It's a fact. Nigeria is sovereign. Now, make we say, you're saying Nigeria is not working. You started off by saying, and I agree with you, the people that are talking about clamoring or agitating for Biafra, they started it because of a specific reason. And I talked about this earlier when I started the show, right? Ojukwu at the time, there were massacres, there were all that stuff going on in Nigeria. We're not going to go to what caused the massacre. Let's just start from there, right? There were massacres. And Ojukwu felt it was right to create Biafra, right? Now, whether that decision was good or bad, it has been done. We've tested it. It failed woefully. Millions of people died because of that decision. You said you are almost 50. That means you were born 7 years after the war ended. You were born 7 years after the war ended. How is it that after 50 years, for something that did not work, how is it that you're still championing that same thing? Oyibo man go say, doing the same thing over and over again, na insanity. So almost 6 decades, we've been doing this Biafra. It's clearly not working. Why are we not doing something different? Why shouldn't we try something different?
Marcus Aurelius once said that the impediments of actions advances actions, and what stands on the way becomes the way.
You have a lot of nice quotes. I love that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The same issues that brought about that 1966 revolution, I call it revolution, within Nzogwu and the rest, and the other military folks.
Yeah.
Yes. The same issue that brought about that revolution is still happening. It has not been addressed. And if it's not addressed, there are people who would, I have a friend who will
Tell
always
me
say
one
that
issue.
the biggest-
Tell me 2 issues that Nzogwu thought was enough reason. And you see,
there was
tell me 2
widespread
reasons.
corruption.
Okay, another one.
Corruption.
And tell me another
Corruption was, yes, and the political imbalance within the class. So if you read Dim Chukwuemeka book,
one.
Because I'm involved, he pointed that out very clearly. There was a classes system that was being created that left majority of the populace in Nigeria at a very, very low level very uncomfortable level.
But here's
And
the
that
thing,
was
right?
what they were.
Here's the thing. Corruption exists in every government, in every country you can think of. In China, it might be minimal because if you try them there, they go buy you. But in every other country, corruption exists. That's a given. So if you say
True.
it still exists today, it still exists in every other country. I don't know where you are. Maybe, I don't know.
No,
It still exists
it's
every other place. But
existing.
that
It's
aside,
existing at. It's existing at a very, very dangerous level,
even in
and
every
it
country,
has to.
even for Russia, you get one video I watch. I'll point it out and we move out. You get one video I watch. Putin and him boys, they enter one place. I forget the context of that video. But the point was, these people, when they give them money, they need to do anything they doing, come there to give them very strict warning and then come out. This is Russia. Even for Russia, the boys still they thief him money when they give them, they still they thief him. For Russia. So corruption exists everywhere. It's something that, as far as government is concerned, corruption good day. But that is not what we're talking about, right? That is not what we're talking about today. You said the political imbalance. I was thinking you were going to say maybe some positions were lopsided. I was thinking that's where you were going, but you were saying you went further to say something about
Yeah, but
classes.
that's what Yeah, it's almost difficult when one is cut off during trying to express a thought. So when
So I
you
have
look
limited time, and again, that's why I keep looking here. We've already done 12 minutes. I don't have 1 hour to talk to you. There are other people that I want to bring up. That's why I have to keep cutting you. So I hope you understand that.
I wouldn't want to hold you up. I wouldn't want to hold you
Absolutely.
up.
And there are other
I
things
enjoy
you
your
said that.
show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
I
it.
do enjoy your show, and I appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
Maybe next time or sometime when you have more time, we can converse on this
Absolutely.
extensively.
Absolutely. But for
Because
today,
there are a lot
but
I
for
will
today,
take from your argument, and there is more I will want you to hear from my own side.
absolutely,
That made me drew the inference that I don't really see this, amalgamated arrangement
all right,
working.
sounds good. But for today, let me just exhaust what you've mentioned so far, right? And I wanted to go with the imbalance. Again, I don't know if that's where you are going. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but the point is, Igbo people, Nzogu, Kaduna Nzogu, if he was not there, top of the crop, he wouldn't have access to the people that he had access to even go attempt to go buy them. So yeah, I don't know what that imbalance, this might be my opinion, and it might also be factual, did not exist until after Nzogu. That's when this imbalance started happening. Igbo people were everywhere. Politics, government, civil service, trade. We did everywhere before the coup. Now after the coup, where things begin, they did lopsided a little bit. So if that's your argument, I don't know how strong that one is.
Yeah, but we cannot also ignore what happened in 51 with the census. Okay, so when census is a very, very big factor when it comes to economic sharing of resources,
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
where you have a scenario that was called Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people paid very close attention to what happened during those census period, and they were not happy. And that particular
I'm
issue
not like educated on the 1951 census, so I can't necessarily speak to that. But if you want to round up on that thought, so that we can move forward. Yeah.
Census of 1951 was heavily rigged on behalf of the northern Nigeria.
Okay, I'll take your word for it and go do my research. How about that? Is that fair?
No, yeah. I'm not anything that I'm saying here is not something. I'm not asking you to believe what I'm saying.
Absolutely, but I need to move forward though. I need to move forward. You said something about the realities of the Igbo are different from when you were making your initial statement. You said something in the lines of the realities of the Igbo are different from other sects. You said sex. Well, we don't get sex from Nigeria. Yeah. We get sections per se.
I just use that word. I don't want to use the word tribe.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
fair enough.
Yeah.
So, what are the realities of the Igbo people that are different?
So, if you travel today to Igbo land, if you just take away locations like Abia State, which to some extent are still don't really, there are a lot that I would have expected from that leadership. but I will still give them accolades for what they've been able to do.
Okay.
But I would say that if you take a trip to eastern part of Nigeria, where Igbo people mostly reside,
Mm-hmm.
they would, and you go to the streets. I'm not talking about talking to the elites.
Yeah.
You will get the feeling of this reality that I'm talking about.
Can you tell us
Because
about the reality so that we can discuss?
so when it comes to, let's take infrastructure
Okay.
for an example, right?
Okay.
The Igbos believe that they have been highly marginalized when it comes to infrastructural developments across Igbo land. One would say that, oh, even the current Minister of Works and Housing is an Igbo man. And I would turn around to tell them that in Igbo land, there is no one single politician, not one. So, and you talk about security, okay?
Let's
There is
stick
no one.
to infrastructure for 1 second before we move to security, and hopefully we'll go round up soon. We're at 17 minutes.
No problem, sir.
You said infrastructure, and I really appreciate your
Yeah.
patience and you being very respectful. I really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, sir. I will say the same of you too.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You mentioned infrastructure, and you also mentioned Abia State. Let us use Abia State as a case study. Abia State dilapidated for, like, literally was rotting for 24 years. Literally was
Yeah.
rotting for 24 years. When you say infrastructure or the lack of it, right? Now, who would you hold more accountable? Would you hold the presidents or would you hold the governors? Who would you hold more accountable for the dilapidation of Abia State
Very good question.
over the past 2 decades?
Yeah, so understand that the leadership from the federal has very, very big influence on the leadership trickling down. And sometimes I question the knowledge of anybody who thinks that you can actually separate the council chairman and the commissioners and the state governors and the ministers, and House of Representative members, House of Assembly members, and senators from the federal. I see them as operating on the same line. Now, the magic that happened in Abia State, I would take it as a miracle for those who are Christians, right?
Yeah.
But when you sit back and look at how these funds were being disbursed, especially local government funds, and it comes to the state governors and they do what they like, there is also commissions that should be able to prosecute these individuals, right? Let's say they had immunity during their 8 years, for those who were able to do their 8 years, right? Then if the federal government is serious and deliberate about dealing with these issues, these state governors and these individuals on the local side should have been used to be set as an example. But
And that is a very fair argument. That is a very fair argument. But the core of this is these people are Igbo people. Whether you call them local chairmen, council members, governors, these people are Igbo people. The governors of Abia State all through these decades, these 2 decades, Igbo people. The governors of all these other southeastern states, Igbo people. So what is it that the Nigerian state has done to Mebola the Igbo man? If the federal government has given what is due to Abia State, and the Igbo man in Abia State decides not to use that thing for what is due, how is that, like, for lack of words, I don't even know what to talk again. Like whose problem is that? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless of how we feel, this is just my last and closing thoughts. Regardless of how we feel, we need to put the emotions aside and be honest as well. We need to put emotions aside and be honest as well. But Mr. Charles, I'm going to let you say this last, make this last statement so that we can move forward. We just hit 20 minutes. I need to move forward.
Yeah. So, but thank you again for the opportunity. All I'm just trying to say is that for us to understand these realities that you just pointed out now, we must also understand how other people will see it. Okay, and trying in the efforts to convince them to believe in Nigeria, I believe that there are so many work that needs to be done, and in doing that work, there are so many also ladders that needs to be climbed, tribal lanes, right? When it comes to what's it called? Um, I'm losing my thoughts a
That's
bit.
okay.
Um, is it it's not bigotry, nepotism, right? So when you have a situation where Buhari steps in and then he has all houses in all positions and stuff,
Again, my
and then
brother,
you have
it's human nature. But I'm gonna have to move forward from this. But it's human nature.
no,
The
yeah, but
core, the core.
human nature,
Hear me out on this. Hear me out on
yeah,
this, so
yeah,
that
yeah.
we can move forward. The core of this is, regardless of how me self I know like that man Buhari, right? Rest his soul. Regardless of how I know like him, he satisfied what, again, that's when you say, when you say Nigeria is not sovereign, there's something called federal character. He satisfied the federal character. Regardless of how I know like that guy, I will say it. He satisfied the federal character, and it's what it is. As long as he satisfies that federal character, whatever else he does, it's what it is. It's legal, When Jonathan
Yeah.
was president, Jonathan used Igbo people surround himself. We didn't complain. But guess what? He also satisfied federal character. Tinubu now don't carry Yoruba people surround himself. Guess what? He has also satisfied federal character. But Mr. Charles, I really appreciate you again, and I appreciate you being very respectful. Now, something I wanted to get enough for this show. So when someone is very respectful like yourself, I have to say it. So shout out to you and thank you for joining. I appreciate you. We need to move
Thank
forward.
you very much, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
when you have time, please study more about the activities and the characters that 1999 election brought to Nigeria. These characters that still occupy the Nigerian political spaces.
I will.
Study them carefully, and then you will understand why I said Nigeria is not sovereign.
All right.
And
Thank you so much.
also
But Nigeria is
international
sovereign.
visitors
Nigeria is
leadership
sovereign.
program.
Nigeria is sovereign, my brother. Nigeria is sovereign. Nigeria
That's
is sovereign.
another debate for another day. But thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, big up.
All right. Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. Make we bring, this might be our last guest for today, but make we bring Sir Kelvin. I know we're going to call. Okay. Anyway, Sir Kelvin, thank you for joining. All right, he left. Ibotic Pride. I don't know. Unless you have a problem with what I'm saying, if you want come echo waiting at the talk, I don't want to hear my voice. You understand what I'm saying? So I want people who are opposed to what I'm saying, and I would think that I know, because I've spoken to you a few times. I would think that I know where what your thoughts are regarding this topic. But make I bring Sir Kelvin up again. He just requested.
Come on.
All right, can you hear me, Mr. Sir Kelvin? Sir Kelvin, right? I can call you Sir Kelvin.
Yeah, good evening.
Ichiri Night. Why are we calling you Sir? Ichiri Night.
Can you hear me, my brother?
I can hear you.
Good evening. Sorry, I just want to chip in. I don't know if I'm allowed. I've been following your program and
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But you want to chip in? I need you to chip in an opposing way, not to agree with me. You want to go?
Yeah, I just want to throw one or two lights on our Biafran brother so that they will understand that.
Okay, no, thank you, Buddha. I appreciate you, though. I want Biafran people. This show is for my Biafran people. I want to speak to my Biafran people. Because, again, there's no way we're doing this thing called Biafra for 60 years and almost 60 years, and we're still doing it. I think it's ridiculous. We need to talk to these people. And if you want to echo what I'm saying, unfortunately, I don't want to hear it. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you for joining.
Yeah, you know I'm your followers anyway. I've been following you for a long time.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. All right, I don't see any other new person requesting. I only see Ibotic Pride here still. Ibotic Pride, unfortunately, I think I know where you stand on this topic, so I'm not going to bring you up today. No vex. I just want to talk to these Biafran people because the thing, they break my heart, you know. You see, again, I don't, because now allegedly, we don't see for internet, right, for the news. Say they kidnap, baby nap, Joey Zaza Papa. It breaks my heart. I don't know, man. It break my heart. Like, Igbo is no longer safe. Igbo is no longer safe. You know, Igbo is no longer safe. And we keep playing these games. Everybody, okay, even if you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. So what are we doing? Why not talk? Why not talk? Why not talk? Put your money where your mouth is. These Biafran people, then they put their money where their mouth is. Then they put their, like, literally, they donate to this bullshit where they kill us, right? Why are we not putting our money where our mouth is? If Alex Oti is there cuddling up with Biafra, with Nnamdi Kanu, put money, come out them from there. We don't need people like that. If Soludo will not call Nnamdi Kanu as the main person, instead in the run, they go say, come out them, put money, come out them. That is what IPOB people are doing. You have to put your money where your mouth is. It's what it is. Not so that they do politics. Even if you don't want to talk, make your money speak for you. You ought to go make your money speak for you. Make your money speak for you. We can't continue to do this. Igbo go finish. Igbo go finish. Igbo will finish, sadly. Igbo will finish. Igbo, as we know it, will finish. If we keep playing these games. But hey, man, this is 1 hour, 58 minutes. I wanted to round up in 2 hours, so I think this is just perfect timing. I appreciate everybody that is here, that came today. I appreciate everybody. Shout out to Mr. Charles. He was very respectful. You know, he told us what he wanted to tell us respectfully, and shout out to the other people who come as well. I hope so now I'll go at some point. And my sister, Anya, bro, I don't know if you're still here. I've been seeing you earlier. But I hope that at some point, you know, Anya, I think Anya, she know they do what she they do. Anya is too smart to not know what she's doing. I know that Anya knows what she's doing. But Anya, I hope that you would understand that this, even if not joke, you did joke. It's hurting people. People are being hurt. I hope you would understand that. And maybe change that joke a little bit. Just change and small. Because the joke is going too far. It's hurting people. It's hurting people. It's hurting people. People are being hurt in real time. People are being hurt. And for the people who do not know, now why they do these type of shows for? Make una come, make we speak. Let's talk and understand. And hopefully you would understand. If I give you a superior argument, stay with it. Don't keep shifting the goalposts. Oh, but this, like the first guy. You tell him this, he go say, oh, but this, but they are releasing the other people. Okay, I agree with you. Then they release them. Bandits, Boko, then they release them, they put them for army. I agree with you. He good, you agree with me, say you no good. So why are you wanting to do what is not good in our side? Two wrongs cannot make a right. We have to understand this too. Two wrongs cannot make a right. If it's not good for there, it cannot be good for us. If you say you love Igbo, why are you wanting to bring it to our side? Keep pardoning them and putting them in that side. But don't pardon our own. Don't pardon Evans. Why do you want to pardon Evans? May come baby now. I seen be no catch my papa making come catch and this time. What are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, we've come to the end of the show today. I appreciate everybody that came here today. We'll continue to host these kind of spaces. Igbo progress, Igbo advancement, Igbo growth, Igbo consciousness. What does it mean to be Igbo? When our ancestors tell us, say, we have to adhere to it. We cannot carry Nnamdi Kanu now and put in the forefront. No man being God, no man be another person God. Chibueze. Yotago, now make we talk Chibueze. No only Chibueze. No other person be Eze. Now we talk him. Say no, now we talk that one too. So we cannot be celebrating or bowing to these men. Now we talk him. We are egalitarian. I hope we remember. I'll leave you with that one. We are egalitarian. We are Republican. We are Republican. Oworo ye wuchi bia. Yodago, we are Republican. We are egalitarian. We no get king. Yotago. Anyway, I appreciate all of you guys for being here today. Again, until next time, my name is Kachi, and I'm the host of the Biafra Show. Peace.